Get motivated with Mr. Smiles, Vinney Chopra. He is also known as Mr. Enthusiasm. He will share and challenge you each week on great topics on how to get excited, how to really make things happen in your business, and change your life for the better. Here is Vinney with this week's Motivation Inspiration.
Hi guys, welcome to your weekly motivation power talk with Vinney Chopra, also known as Mr. Smiles. My name is Alicia DeBrowell, and I get the privilege to interview this man every single week. And he's one of the most successful, most positive, energetic people I have met to date. And especially if you're trying to get into the apartment syndication world, he's the man to listen to. You may have heard his story on one of the more than, I think he's like 79 podcasts by now, not including his own two. He's got an incredible story, definitely check that out. You can also check him out on Facebook Live every Friday morning at 10th Pacific. Mm-hmm. And then you can also reach him at vinneychopra.com. And he always says, every day, you got to make it happen each day. So here he is. He's always excited and smiling. Hello, Mr. Smiles. How are you?
Hi there. Hi, Alicia. Boy, it's early. It's early in the morning over here. Sun is shining. The bright light is coming in my office, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm pumped up. It's very early in the morning, but I'm so glad we are doing it. Yes.
Yes, no worries. I love it. Love it. So today we're going to talk about limiting beliefs.
Oh, limiting beliefs. That crushes.
Overcoming it.
We're gonna talk a lot about it because awesome. Limiting beliefs can really drag us down. That can limit our potential. That can keep us in a cocoon. That can shield. That can bring a lot of negativism. So we discuss all that because I think it's the abundance of the belief system can really take us to different heights of our career success. What we want to accomplish for our family, for ourselves, if we are a young person at age of 14 or 22 after the college and all that, if we have limiting beliefs, we're going to be only reaching just a little bit, not too high. We cannot reach our top potential if we don't change our belief system.
No, definitely. I completely agree. But I want to bring it down and bring it a little bit simple. What is your definition of a limited belief? Like somebody's limiting their belief system. What's the definition?
See, we are creature of habit, Alicia. When we are born, as you see, the young kids have abundance of belief. I mean, they think that they can do everything. When we grow up, slowly, the world around us changes our belief system. It's so important that as the young child is growing up, we feed their mind and we make sure that we don't really, what's the word? Our kids have grown up now, but we want to teach them that they can do anything. I mean, we should not really curtail their belief. Exactly.
Let them have their imagination, let them think they can do anything.
Totally. And, if you think about it, when we are 1 year, 2 years of age, nothing is stopping us. I mean, they don't have fear. See, that's the other part. Limiting belief comes from fear also. It does, because we think that we can't do this, or we cannot do that, or that will not be good for me. Things like that limit our belief right at the young age.
And that's a lot of times it's because the parents or somebody who's involved in their life is telling them that's bad for them. Like, don't put your hand in the fire. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, sometimes we tend to get so jaded as adults, we don't realize what we're doing. I mean, yeah, obviously you got to tell your kid to keep your hand in the fire, but kid wants to play, like my daughter acts like she's a tomboy, so she acts like a little boy all the time. I don't care, have fun. I bought her monster trucks.
Exactly. Exactly.
She's a tomboy. She's just like her mama. So I try to, but then again, I also find myself being a helicopter mom too. So where I sit there and I try to navigate every single situation that's happening, which is probably not helping with the belief system. But so why do you, is that the real reason why people have this issue? Does it all come from, when they're a child, or do they develop this over adulthood, or what's your opinion on that?
Okay, I in my thinking, I think the more we are able to let our children have abundance and thinking, that they can accomplish a lot more, we could take that further because as the kids become a great basketball player or a baseball, they're playing or in swimming. Our kids were in competition and swimming like that. So when they are trying to do certain thing, we should give them all the support because that's what is going to shape them. It's amazing human nature. As we grow older and older and older, it's harder to change. The change comes as we grow old, then we have to force ourselves to change, see? Yeah. But if we grow up with abundance and not limiting our beliefs, and we feel that we could extend, body is the same. When we are born, I think every human being body is the same, hopefully, and all that. But the thing is, once they start thinking, mind really does the wonders for everybody in this world. It's the mind that gets us to limiting belief or cutting down, limiting or having the belief that we can do anything. So answering your question, yeah, I think it starts from the child up.
Okay. Now I'm going to bring this into your apartment syndication business and your academy, because a lot of times with the motivation talks, I like to talk about how you motivate your students, because that's very important when you're a coach. So how do you help your students overcome limiting beliefs when they're dealing with apartment syndication?
I would say, Alicia, that again, as human beings, now we are in the 25 or 30 or 40 years of age, we have formed some preconceptions. Mm-hmm. And that is something harder to change, to be truthful. The biggest thing that can change our limiting belief is the pleasure and the pain, like Tony Robbins talks about, right? It's the state of mind. As we grow older and older and older, lots of our experiences from the past really shield us. That's the word. They shield our thinking. They limit our beliefs to progress faster. So the biggest thing I try to tell my students is, what are the whys? Why are you pursuing this academy? Why do you want to learn the art of syndication, of OPM, other people's money, how to pull it legally together and buy larger apartment buildings or shopping centers or office buildings and things like that? So I would say that, the biggest thing we all can really change tomorrow is that if we can spend some time writing it down, the whys of what we want to accomplish. If we are able to really put down in writing why I'm going to become a better person, why I want to grow in this business, why I want to spend more time learning this business. See, nothing comes easy in life. Nothing comes easy.
Nothing that's worth it comes easy. Work for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's so true. I mean, something which is very, very important to us, we find time. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's so true. I completely agree, because that's what everybody's always telling me too. They're like, if you want to do it, you're going to do it. You're going to find the time to do it. Like, for instance, I don't like to work out. Sorry, I don't. So my husband loves to work out. He works out all the time.
Yes.
And he'll be like, I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. I'll do it tomorrow, honey. Don't worry about it. I'll be there tomorrow. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, I want to work out. He's like, Alicia, if you wanted to work out, you would actually do it.
That is so true, Alicia. That's so true. I mean, everybody listening to us, it happens to me. I mean, we moved into this new home. I've not worked out. And after 3-4 days, I went up and got on my elliptical. Just to let you know, I went on one step. I found that elliptical, our movers put too close to the wall. And the elliptical is not working because it's hitting the wall. And that was something that really limited me to exercise today. I got excited after 4 days to get on it because I've been doing it every day. It's amazing. But the thing is, we got to find a solution then. And the solution is, if we can do it today, sometime we feel that I cannot do this thing for 7 days or 30 days or a whole year. But if I can take care of it today, I'm going to do it. And in my case, and a lot of people who are listening to us, I'm sure they are goal setters. They write it down. They do things. I would love to just share a very small thing, which I've done it in the past, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to print out a schedule for like starting tomorrow up to 1 month. You can get calendar on the Google and you print it out. I'm going to put it right next in my office. And that's going to say exercise is good for you. And then every time I do elliptical, I'm going to check mark.
Okay. We'll have to check in on that next week and see how you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Vinny's workout. Overcome belief. Love it.
We will do that because it's all in the mind. It's a good half an hour, 45 minutes, taking care of your body, your mind. And, I like to listen to some very positive things when I'm doing elliptical, things like that. So the thing is, it's all the belief system. I mean, if we are able to put down some things in writing and think why it's good for me, why it's good for my family, why it's good for people around me, we'll probably end up doing it.
No, I completely agree. And I think that if you do write it down, and which we're actually going to talk about next week in our next, we have another podcast coming up next week, which we're going to talk about goals. So I found that list, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's weekly goals. That's what we're going to be talking about next. Do you have, let me ask you this. Do you have limiting beliefs?
I used to. I mean, just like everybody, I had a lot of limiting beliefs when I grew up. I grew up very humble beginnings with 6 siblings in the family, mom and dad, in 1-bedroom apartment. 6 of us. Our living room became bedroom at nighttime, and the hallway became also a bedroom. And then, of course, in the summer months in India, we would put our cots, we call them, they're portable cots. We put them outside in front of our, apartment. Down floor. We were at the lower floor on the ground floor. Anyway, but the limiting beliefs were there. But somehow, I think at the age of when I was in the junior high school, I started to think bigger, a little bit bigger. I started to write down some goals. And then, of course, high school and engineering college, and then coming to America was one of my very big belief that I want to do it. And no matter what, I want to, do it. I was denied visa after visa for 2 years because they wouldn't let me come into USA. They said that, Vinney, you're not going to come back to India. You're going to stay there, which happened, by the way. But I wanted to come for my MBA here. And so my belief system, Alicia, has changed. It has changed because I really read a lot of books, listened to a lot of great people like Jim Rohn and Tom Hopkins and Zig Ziglar and Charlie Tremendous Jones and W.J. Schwartz and, Napoleon Hill. Read a lot of books and videotapes. It's interesting how your mind changes when you are thinking and listening to these great people. And nowadays with the podcast, see, it's so easy. It's free. Everything is free on YouTube, on Google, and my podcast here, or lot of great motivation speakers out there in this country and around the world. So I would like to appeal to everybody listening to us to really get on a schedule every morning, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, listen to it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I completely agree. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but outside my office there's a lawnmower guy, and I can hear him.
No problem.
The window, so I'm sorry. I can hear it. I'm like, crap, go away.
That's okay. This life is to really make the lemonade out of lemons. I'm telling you, that's how the world should be.
If I had some lemons, I'd throw them at him and get rid of them.
See, the big thing is we cannot separate our roles of life. That's what I say. As a father, as a brother, as a husband, as a good citizen, as a CEO of the companies, as all the different things. You got to really be passionate about living it to the fullest. And so what if the life sends you different curves? Expect them. expect them. See, that's what I really believed also. I'm glad you are asking limiting beliefs. I really believe in law of attraction. I really believe that whatever is happening to me or people around me, it was supposed to happen. See, that's the biggest thing. A lot of times we like to change things.
Yeah.
Not too many things are under our control to change. A lot of things are not under our control to change. We need to just accept it. If something bad happens, I know it's hard. It's hard to believe that, hey, I'm going to be happy about whatever happened to me. But if we do train our mind to accept it and say, it happened, I couldn't do anything about it. What can I do now to change it? See, a lot of us many times go into a spiral down and down and down. So we get a negative situation and we make it even worse. It happened already, but we make it worse by thinking more about it. Why me, poor God? Why it was my situation? Why not somebody else? And all that. But the best thing is to just accept it and feel that it was supposed to happen and then take steps to overcome that.
No, that totally makes sense. Sorry, my computer just went off too. Like even just right now, I can't control the outfield.
Really? Exactly.
I can't control somebody mowing his lawn next to my office. And if I want to control things, I guess I need to buy lemons. But I love the movie. Have you ever seen the movie The Secret?
The law of secret is just amazing. Law of attraction, right? The Secret, Rhonda Byrne's book changed my life. I mean, a lot of people have been changing my life for the last 40 years, a lot of great mentors, and it's great to be really listening to positive things. I always talk about Automobile University. See, I was a consultant for so many years, salesperson, marketer, consultant, and I was spending so much time in the car. I would listen to bad news and something that I cannot do about, right? Or listen to music here and there. But then I started really listening to positive things in my car as I was traveling. What happened then was I was getting my mindset to my next appointment. And then I would turn off the radio or turn off my CD. We used to have a lot of CDs back then and all. And then I will think about the customer, the client I'm going to be meeting next meeting. So getting in my frame of mind, thinking about what I'm going to say, what they might say, things like that help a lot. So positioning yourself for success is so important in believing ourselves that whatever meeting we're going to have next, it's going to be a positive meeting. No matter what happens, what they try to get into the mind of the person who we are going to meet next. That's how I look at compartmentalizing it. Like half an hour, if I'm going to spend with an investor or with a student, I'm going to put myself immersed totally in their shoes. I want to see what they're thinking and then come up with good solutions for them. See? So it's so important to engross ourselves into the situation of other people so that if we cannot change people that quickly. See, that's the other thing. Limiting belief, if they have, it takes little bit, slowly to change their thinking. But they have to really internalize. That's the other thing. You cannot change anybody in this world. They have to do it themselves. They have to figure out, you show them a path as a teacher, as a mentor, you show them a path, but they have to go down the path themselves for success.
No, I completely agree. And after every single podcast that we do, I always ask Mr. Smiles for a piece of advice. So if you had one piece of advice to give somebody that was, had either a lot of limiting beliefs or maybe just needed to kind of overcome them, you can show them like the path, but how do you actually get them to pull the trigger on changing their limiting beliefs?
I would say, the biggest nugget I could say today is that find out what your limiting beliefs are. And the very best way is to just go in solitude, go into somebody, for 1 hour, 2 hours, close your door of the office and write down on a piece of paper talk to yourself, look within yourself and say, what are my limiting beliefs? And as a matter of fact, once you write it down on a piece of paper, what are my limiting beliefs? You're going to be totally saying, no, I don't have any. I'm telling you, I know exactly, so then it's good to write them down. And then you say, which are more prominent limiting beliefs that you could change today or tomorrow. You got to have that, like Tony Robbins says, mindset, state of mind like this. You can just do like this. I was this person, but now I'm a different person because of why I don't want to be the same person like I was for the last 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, last week. I want to grow as a person. So let's put those limiting beliefs down on a piece of paper and work hard to cross them off. We'll be a new person every day.
No, I completely agree, and I like it. All right, guys. You just got your weekly motivation power talk with Mr. Smiles, Vinney Chopra. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And tune in each week to get motivated and take your business to the next level. Have a terrific week, and like Mr. Smiles says, make it happen each day. Be sure to reach out to Mr. Smiles on his website at vinneychopra.com. You'll find all the information here in the show notes. You guys can jump on his website and apply to be in his academy. You can invest with him, and you can partner with him. So go out and check him out on his website, or you can reach out to him on his social media. And if you guys have any questions, you can also reach out to Mr. Chopra, Mr. Smiles on his website, and just shoot him an email, and we will definitely answer any questions you guys have about motivation here on this Motivation Talk Show. All right, guys, this has been a good one. Thank you, Mr. Smiles. Sorry about the lawnmower.
No problem.
I hit him with it.
Thank you, Alicia. You're awesome.
Let's thank you.
Next week, guys. Please subscribe. Share that on your social media. Let's get a lot of people to really make this world a better world. I'm so excited about coming to you every week, and let's have fun. Please subscribe. Please give comments what you would like me to talk about. And again, I'm here to serve you. Thank you.